Only you guys can.
Wow. Hello?
Hello.
Oh, wait, where are you?
You can't.
Okay, I can hear you now.
You can?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, good. We were having issues with the audio earlier, and yay, because the computer that Eric had, he had to return it back to the Wyndham because it had to close its doors, and that's what we'd been doing it on. And then I have a MacBook, but it has issues that I don't know how to fix right now. So we have a new computer and we're figuring it all out. And yay, it works.
Hello. Yeah, I'm glad it all worked out because I have this
Eric.
little MacBook. Hey, Eric.
Jenny says hi. He
hey,
says
hey.
hi.
But I had a bunch of updates on my computer this morning, and I was like, oh man, I hope it's gonna, work. So
It is. What kind of computer do you have?
it's a MacBook. I got it off of Amazon, super cheap. I got like the basic level.
Really? That's what is yours an Air? Hi, Jada. Is she a kitty? Do you have kitty ears? Oh my gosh, I love them. You have your kitty and you have kitty ears on. Oh my goodness. Are you going to be a kitty for Halloween? Does Milkshake have on a bow tie?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness.
Gotta have a bow tie for her.
I think it was meant for her, but
it is
Milkshake too.
It is so cute on Milkshake. I love it.
Oh, and she has a tail.
You have a tail too? That is so awesome. That's so awesome. I love it. What do you have on your hands? Are they? Oh, do they have strings on them? That's very cute. I am. Thank you, Eric. It was Eric. He was over there. He says hi. I love your kitty outfit. That wasn't as fun as the kitty outfit, was it?
This has been a plan in the making for a couple of weeks now, and she laid out, some clothes of hers, and
So cute.
And so she's like socks for mittens and socks for her feet, and then kitty ears, and we just got like just the kitty ears tail from Amazon again. I feel so bad.
I get. What about the tail? She said something.
Me and Mommy thought that it was like a little baby tail.
You thought it was going to be a little baby tail?
Yeah, but a tail for babies because it didn't fit on me.
Yeah.
Oh.
Mommy's tail fit on me, and Mommy's gonna be a cat as well.
You're going to be a cat? So she has a tail too?
No.
Well.
Oh, you don't.
Only Mommy's.
Yeah, so she's using the cat tail that came with mine.
I see.
Because her cat tail was way too small.
Okay. I get it. I really wanted to see your tail if you had one on. But that's super awesome because I see it right there. That's an awesome costume.
For Halloween.
For Halloween? Do you have kitty ears for your mommy too?
Yeah, it's upstairs in the room.
Are hers going to be black kitty ears? Or are they a different color?
No, black ears.
Yeah, but it didn't have like these little.
The little sparklies?
No, it was just plain black.
I just saw those little sparklies. I love those. I still don't know what I'm going to be for Halloween, and you guys are all ready. That's really awesome. Maybe I should just be a kitty. I don't know. Or a puppy. I don't know.
Daddy's going to be a puppy, and he might look soon.
He will? Does he have a puppy tail or any puppy ears yet?
He has puppy ears.
He does?
Puppy tail and a puppy nose, and when you push the nose, it sounds like a dog.
Oh my gosh, that's so cute. Does he wear it sometimes?
No.
No, not yet.
He's just gonna wear it on Halloween.
That's a good day to wear it. That's very fun. I hope that I can see a picture of the daddy and all of you dressed up in your costumes. That'll be so fun.
Jack is gonna be Groot.
Oh, I am Groot. I like Groot and
Yeah.
baby Groot. They're very fun.
So he's gonna be doing the trick or treating at his dad's because we wanted to opt out on trick or treating this year and just do something fun inside and just us. So Jack, when his dad said that they're still gonna go trick or treating, I was like, go for it. So him and his family, I think, are planning. Yeah,
Cool.
being
We
Avengers.
gotta get Jack. When are we gonna
We get Jack today.
Yeah.
Fun. How exciting.
It is exciting.
What are you guys going to do for Halloween? Have you planned anything yet?
Gonna do like you do. What is it called?
We're gonna do a Halloween egg hunt
Ooh,
in the dark.
that's cool. Are there going to
Right?
be like glow in the dark eggs or anything like that?
I didn't even think about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, but we just have Easter eggs, but not going
I think there's like spray paint, right? You glow in the dark spray paint. Just
Probably. They definitely make that t-shirt paint.
Oh yeah.
They
that's
do
true.
make glow in the dark paint. I don't know how well it works on an Easter egg. Maybe like glow in the dark stickers. They make the little star stickers, you know?
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. Maybe they have like spooky ghost stickers glow in the dark and put them
I
on the
don't
eggs.
know.
That would be fun.
We
That'll
don't
be
know
fun.
what we're gonna do.
Yeah? Well, you still have some time to plan for it. Don't we? Yeah, we have some time.
We got Mommy and me got our costumes.
I'm just gonna go, I guess.
Aw.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. We're just gonna do little carnival games here and
That's awesome.
little egg hunt in the dark.
That'll be super fun. Zoe loves to play flashlight tag. Have you played that?
We've never done that. We've done hide and seek in the dark, and only the
Fun.
seekers can have a flashlight.
That's fun.
Maybe we can play that too. I don't
You
know.
could play sardines too. Do you remember that one?
I don't remember that. I remember there's a murderer in the.
There's a hair. Sorry.
Do you remember that game we played at the church? And it's just like there's a murderer in the room, and you had to figure it out.
Is it
And,
the
like,
one where you shook hands and the one that was the murderer like did something weird when they shook your hand?
something like that, and like the lights would go out, and then you'd have to figure out who the murderer was.
Was that the one where we dressed up?
No,
Man,
I just remember the lights going out in the youth group room, and then someone would, yeah, maybe it was a handshake or something, but you didn't see who it was, and then you had to guess who it was because the handshake that meant that you're dead.
yeah. I do
So-
remember that. That was a fun game. I like that one. The sardines in a can is just like hide and seek, except when you find the person, well, you have to have more than one person or like more than two people playing. When you find them, you hide with them. So then the last person left, I guess, hides the next time. I don't know. They don't win. You just all hide together. Anyway,
Oh, okay. Yeah, I do remember that.
you
Kind
have
of.
to have a lot of people.
Dude,
There's
I
just-
had so much fun at youth group.
There were
Back in
some, yeah. We did some pretty cool stuff. I loved, oh, what did we do? I just thought about it and then it was completely out of my head because I started thinking about John Knox and like Summer Place. Because I loved going to John Knox. I don't know. Did you like it? Because you went, didn't you?
I did like John Knox. I feel like I like John Knox is fun. My ranch was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I liked the capture the flag game that we did.
Yeah.
That was fun, and of course, craft time. So
The friendship bracelets.
yes,
Love just sitting there and doing the little friendship bracelets.
yep.
I thought
That,
the archery was really cool too. Like I wasn't any good at it at all, but it was just fun and cool. It was very exciting when I would hit the target anywhere or the bale of hay, you know?
yeah,
That was very exciting. But yeah, I wasn't good, but it was fun.
I remember the archery. I don't
It
know.
wasn't something that I don't think everybody did. It was like way down low by the river and it was like a little sad kinda archery range, and I think sometimes if we had it scheduled, then our counselors would just be like, "Do you guys even wanna do archery? Well, we're not gonna do archery. Let's just make friendship bracelets instead, or,
I
like,
will
go
say
swimming or whatever."
it's hard though.
It is!
I think I did. First time I remember doing archery was in YMCA summer camp.
Oh, you went to YMCA summer camp?
Yeah, I think when I was older, like maybe I don't know. And but I remember doing archery then, and it was really hard. And then one of the guys, I want to say his name was Logan, and he was in my chemistry class in high school. He was actually a really good archer. He was trying out, I think, for the Olympic team, maybe. But
Oh, like that good?
yeah, he was really good, but his
Wow.
forearm was like the size of a calf. Well, not like a cow calf, but
Like
leg
a
calf.
like a leg.
It's the size of an elephant. No.
Yeah. That's crazy. Do you
But
know
it
what happened to him?
knew what happened to him.
That's cool.
I always thought that was really interesting because you don't meet a lot of archers. And
Yeah, that's pretty niche and, like, specific.
yeah, we had gone to the outdoor world once because we have like a dock down the street, and
Oh, cool.
Jack and I'll, fish bit. And
Oh,
but we had to
cool.
get a fishing license, so we went to the outdoor world, and we were just kind of wandering around, and they have like a specific section just for archery. I was like, wow. And I wandered in, I was like, oh my God. Like there's so much. So
That's
much.
wild because I can only think of 2 things, just the bow and the arrows, and
They
then, like, how much and then I'm sure that there are many variations and, like, all sorts of other stuff that I don't know about, but that's crazy. I wouldn't have thought, you know?
Yeah. Well, I mean, like there's like I guess I don't know. I mean, people actually hunt still with bow and arrow, which I think is
Yeah,
really impressive. Not that you know, I just think it's impressive. If
it
you're able to
is.
hunt for your own meat and use a bow and arrow, let alone, that's skill.
Look, there's
Yeah,
over there. Right
that's a big time skill.
Okay.
Aw. Oh, I see him. His bow
Yeah.
tie looks so handsome. That's really cute. It doesn't bother him? Does he mind having it on? No? Well, that's pretty cool. We tried to
He's
put Doug in a costume and he didn't like it. We tried to dress him up like a taco and he just did that snarling thing. He didn't like it. So
that's
he
your
might
dog.
not dress up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Doug's our doggy. Yeah. Not
Yeah.
just a person that we know named Doug.
We dressed him up like a taco. Yeah.
Tacos. I kind of want a taco now. Do you miss Taco Cabana?
Oh my gosh, I do. My parents were always snobby about it though when I would
Really?
come back from Virginia.
Aw.
And all I wanted was like fast food, like breakfast tacos or
Mhm.
whatever. And I'm like, I gotta go to Taco Cabana. That's like first on my list. And they're like, Taco
Cute.
Cabana, come on, really? And I'm like,
Good.
you don't understand.
I know. I think it's a really, really good. Like their tortillas are good. I mean, I know there's finer Mexican food out there. And
Yeah.
it's just, it was like high school. It was Marshall. It was us hanging out. Like
Yeah. It was.
Dang.
It was. It's the tortilla man. It's. But I mean, like I tried stabbing at making my own tortillas,
Oh, really?
and I'm successful, but not successful because they come out, they're fine, but they're a little hard. Like usually tortillas are nice and floppy, and I'm like, what am
Yeah.
I doing wrong? I'm going by the recipe, and then over time I try to change it a little just to, and it was still never. And then I read a blog post. It's like you're supposed to be using bread flour, not all-purpose flour.
Oh,
So I got bread flour. Like
interesting.
amazingly, I was able to find bread flour in the aisle.
I knew there was a difference just because like Eric's a chef and so but I didn't before he told me that and I wouldn't have thought that you had to use bread flour for tortillas. Because when it says all purpose flour, isn't bread one of the purposes that you know?
I don't know.
That's
I was
interesting.
curious what Eric had to say about that because I'm like, I have no idea.
I
Like,
don't know. I'm
I
going
mean,
to
they weren't
ask
like
him.
pucks when I made them. They were just, you'd fold them and then there'd be a little bit of cracking, like minimal cracking. You
Oh,
know?
okay. Not like a hard shell taco,
Oh no,
not
not.
soft.
Still like
Interesting.
pliable. It was just, it definitely when I don't know, it just didn't have that nice floppy kind of airy.
Yeah. I
So
love
I'm
the
making breakfast tacos this weekend. Maybe tamales. Who knows?
Ooh, have you made tamales before?
I did. Maybe not as good as like
Cool.
what I'm used to, but I could probably get a butt of pork and put it in the crock pot. Well, that'll be good.
I don't even I've cooking is such a baffling kind of magic trick to me because I just you remember the angel food cake that I tried to make and I put all the ingredients together and
Oh,
then
like
threw it in the
like
oven and it's like that big. Yeah.
yes,
I
yes,
thought it would just fluff up a lot when it baked. I didn't
yes.
know that you had to like read directions. It's
But you
very
were really
scientific.
good at making cookies and you would do
Yeah.
frost. I remember coming over to your house and like your kitchen, like every surface was covered with
I
cookie sheets and
know.
frosting, and you were doing, and that's when we did the whole
That's
your
right.
spatula dad
Yeah.
thing.
Yes. I still have that little tape of us, like, of that stuff, but it's, like, a really weird format, and so I don't have anything to play it on. So I haven't seen it in probably, like, 25 years or however l is it been yeah, 25 years.
How funny.
Jeez. That
So
was
I,
so fun.
oh my goodness.
All per I'm writing down the flower thing so I remember to ask Eric
Yeah, please do. Cause
because
I don't
he's
know
made
if that,
torti he's made tortillas before, and he says they're not great. I think they're really, really good. And so he kind of knows stuff about it. And anyway, I'm going to ask him.
yeah, because I mean, like, even when it comes down to the type of lard he uses, does he use Crisco? Does he use bacon fat?
Yeah.
Does he use butter? Like, I don't even, I just usually use butter
I
because
think,
my kids complained the bacon fat taste made the tortilla taste weird.
really? I would have thought it would make it taste bacony and delicious.
Yeah,
They did.
they,
Tastes weird.
yes, she
It
said it.
tastes weird. Do your kids, do they like bacon?
Yeah, she does.
Okay. Yeah,
Well, not everybody does, I guess.
pretty much.
It's
Yeah.
Smithfield.
Is that, oh, yeah, I don't know stuff about meat, but you were saying that it's known for the bacon.
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
I think we're like the largest producers of pork. I mean, the headquarters is here, and we do have a meat packing plant, but there's several packing plants around the country. So
Hmm. So do you see lots of pigs when you drive around?
it's so sad. I mean, like, don't even get me started. It's
Oh God, like that?
like,
Oh,
yeah, because especially if you go down the Highway 10, and it's a small little highway, it's not like an interstate, and you get stuck behind one of those big trucks hauling all
oh,
those pigs, and you see all the little holes on the side of the truck so they can breathe, kind of
Oh,
like a
very sad.
and and it smells. But then you just see them, and I'm like, I'm sorry.
Oh, I hate that. It makes
Yeah,
me very sad. I was
it
and
does.
it was very foolish of me probably to think that, but in my little idealistic head, I was hoping you see pigs running around in pastures just having a happy life, because I don't like the other part of it at all.
I've
And
never really.
that's my objection to meat. Like, it's not about the
Yeah,
consumption of the meat, it's the way that the animal was treated. It's just, ugh.
I'm not really sure. Like, I've never taken a tour of Smithfield, the Smithfield plant. I've driven around the, campus, just to get around places. And I've only seen like the big building. Well, I've seen the headquarters, and then I've seen the big meat packing plant, but I've never actually seen where the pigs are. So I don't know if they're in the building or if they're, I don't know, or
Hmm.
or whatever. I've never really seen it.
I don't know. They might not want it to be seen, which is terrible, but I think ugh, just the whole factory farming thing. That's how I got into veganism at
Yeah,
all, and it's so yucky. It's not only just for the way the animals are treated, but it's really bad for the environment. Like, it's putting a lot of pollutants into the water and the air, and it's really destroying the soil,
yeah,
just getting stripped. Yeah, it's not. Oh, I hope that that changes.
yeah,
And that's one of those things where I'm like, I want to do better. I want it to change.
yeah. I will say, like, through the pandemic and everybody staying at home and maybe not
Yeah.
going grocery shopping as much, or being careful to, like, I noticed, at least on the news, and especially for us, we tried, growing our first vegetable garden, and,
Oh, cool.
garden plants and stuff. I kind of actually want to, in January, kind of, I don't know if I can build a little greenhouse in the garage and start on seeds and stuff.
Really? That's
Yeah,
awesome. What did you grow in your garden?
we had cucumbers.
Tomatoes.
Ooh,
Oh, there's
And
tomatoes. Hi, Jerry.
Hello.
it's a family thing.
Oh, you guys are all here.
Pepper pickles. They're not pepper
Pep
pickles.
pepper pickle.
Pickles. You didn't eat either one of them.
Are
And we had
they?
zucchini.
You had what?
Zucchini.
Oh, tomatoes. Were your tomatoes awesome?
Hmm.
No, no.
The birds got to them.
Oh no.
And so we put like a netting around them, but then we kind of got lazy about it, about harvesting them, because there were so many. Yeah, well, because we had several plants. Uh,
Okay.
I want to say we had 4 tomato plants. Yeah, that was just way too much.
Really?
So, yeah.
Hmm.
So we started giving our neighbors some of our vegetables,
That's
because
awesome.
I was like, we have way too many cucumbers. Take some of our tomatoes too.
That's awesome. Do you know have you learned how to can them or looked into stuff like that ever?
So, what's wrong?
do we have pickles and peppers? Do we have
So we did try making pickles,
Oh,
and
really?
yeah, we did. I didn't realize you had to make a brine. I kind of made it after the fact, so it just never came out the way it was supposed to. So maybe next year we'll half the amount of plants and give it a go. So
Wait.
Cool.
Do we have peppers?
we do not have peppers. We
Peppers
did.
in your garden?
Hmm.
Oh. What happened to the peppers?
I don't think anybody ever ate them. We never
Oh.
cooked with them,
Oh.
but we made them. So it's just like, or we grew
We
them.
have peppers and pickles.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what the peppers and pickles.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So we
Cool.
made a lot of cucumber and tomato salads. And
Oh,
so,
I love those.
yeah. So, I mean, it was good. It was a good,
And I have milkshake.
And you have milkshake? Oh, he has sparkles on his bow tie, doesn't he? I just saw those. That's very cute. He's such a sweet kitty. Like a lot of, oh, and then I made him run away.
what happened? Oh,
That's
I don't know.
funny.
I think our neighbor might be cutting down a tree. Do you
Oh,
hear it?
oh,
It's
barely.
loud. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I
Maybe
kind of
go
hear it.
invest-
It's very faint. Aw,
She's gonna go investigate.
he's so
Well, how was your week?
it was good. It's been very crazy since we got the Wyndham is closing notice.
Yeah.
So it's like it sucks a little, but then it's also kind of good, I think, because Eric has been wanting to do something different for like the last few years in his job there because he was the executive chef for like 7 years. And
Okay.
then he was a sous chef like before that, and he worked his way up, and he's just naturally progressed. And he was at the point where he's ready to do his own thing. But it's like, but this is job security, and the hours are good, and
Mommy,
Cavern School.
news, but it's not.
Oh, okay.
And they are cutting down.
Okay.
Ah.
Yeah, but they're just breaking off the branches.
Oh, you have some tree trimming going on. That's what all the noise is. Oh, okay.
Thank
Very
you, Jake.
exciting.
So, so he's been wanting to do this change for a few years now.
Yeah.
Um,
But it's just been like, well, we're in a groove and we have these bills to pay and I make this much money and it's going to cost this much and then rent this much and it just we haven't found the opportunity. But then COVID all happened and it's like we have to find another opportunity. So we're going. So what he's done is he's taken a big withdrawal out of his 401k because he's able to take it out tax free right
yeah.
now and just have it as his money because of COVID and stuff. So he's taking that money and putting it towards buying a trailer to start a food truck. And then ultimately, we're going to take the food truck and have like a food truck park. And it's going to be a place where we have like a community garden and like a stage so we can have live music. And then we have friends who are like vendors and woodworkers. And there's a girl who has an apothecary. So we're going to invite them to like have a space. And we want it to be a thing that kind of makes the cool Austin feeling
Yeah,
like
it's like a
happened here in
community.
Buda. Yeah, and have it
Love
be
that.
a community because and then my grandfather loved Texas and it
Yes.
just I've been emotional about him and my grandmother lately for some reason. I'm not gonna cry. But like he was so Texas, like you said. He was always in his UT stuff and I want to do something that makes me feel like
You're still
he
connected.
yeah, exactly. Like to honor him, I guess is
Yeah.
the best way to say it. But yeah, and kind of
Yeah.
put something here so people know about, how we love Texas.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the plan. And we really wanted to do like the food truck thing, like just open a park and buy land. But
Yeah.
land is really expensive. Like it's $3 million ish. We found a piece that was like 350,000, but it's raw land. And so it needs like plumbing, it needs landscaping, it needs like a building, it needs electrical, like everything needs to be done to it. So then you would just add up that much cost. Like you'd end up paying almost the same as like the $3 million property. So
Yeah.
now it's become we do a food truck and generate income and like sort of establish ourselves in the community. And then we take that and grow it into the other thing. And hopefully, I don't know, maybe partner up with some other people. I don't know. So
Um,
it's kind of cool. It's kind of exciting. It's kind of scary, but then it's forced us to take the step to change like we wanted to, you
yeah.
know? So it's kind of a little bit of a gift. I
Yeah.
mean, it is a gift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's definitely, I can understand the uncertainty of like, okay, we're gonna do this. Like failure is not an option at this
Yeah.
point. And it's but yeah, it's, I think that's amazing. I think that's amazing. I
Thank you.
definitely, I love that. I think it matches y'all's person. Well, I don't know Eric too much, but I assume he must have very similar attributes to you. So
Definitely. Yes. We do have a lot, and he reminds me strangely a lot of my dad. Like I wouldn't have thought that about him, but he has a lot of attribute, but he is a lot like me, definitely. Does she need you?
and what? You know, okay, well then you need to have not have, yeah, turn it on. She's gonna play Minecraft.
Oh, she's into Minecraft.
Yeah.
Both of the kids here are into Minecraft still.
Yeah.
It's Have you ever played it?
I have, I I try.
I can't do it.
I don't get it. But they're really good at it.
I It's amazing the stuff that I see the kids build and do in there, and they're so fast, and I just, get stuck like in a corner. I'm not good at it. I've
Yeah.
reached that point with technology where it's a little past me. Yeah.
I agree. I agree. Well, that's cool about the park and the food truck and things. What kind of food is he going to serve up? Is
He's
he
Well, that's the thing. He doesn't have like a set menu yet. And well, no, he does want to make sandwiches. That's right. He settled on that because there's so many food trucks that do tacos and burgers. So a sandwich can be a burger also. So like he's figuring, and then you can cater to like a vegetarian, vegan crowd too. With like there's so many good burger alternatives now, like that Beyond Burger and that
Yeah.
Impossible Whopper that Burger King. Have you tried that?
Mm-mm.
It's a meat. Have you heard about it?
Mm-mm.
Oh, it's the Impossible Whopper is a meat-free burger, and it's just, yeah, a meatless patty, and it's pretty good. Like, it tastes
Oh,
like a burger. So,
okay.
anyway, there's really good meat alternatives out there. So, yeah, we could do it for vegetarians, and it's just nailing down a specific menu is difficult because he kinda likes to make everything.
I think
So
that's good. I mean, there's like the food trucks that I know of. They have like their kind of like signature, classics, but then they'll have just like off the menu, like cool feature, whatever
okay.
dishes that they'll bring out. So at any time, because it kind of goes with whatever's available in the market, you
Oh,
know.
yeah.
Yeah. So
That's something he'd thought about doing, like a rotating menu, but, like,
yeah.
have some standard, like, you can get a burger, a grilled cheese, or whatever
Yeah.
sandwich anytime, but then have, yeah, like, seasonal specials. Because then he still gets to be creative and do different stuff.
Yeah.
Because it gets old when he has to do, like, like anything, doing the same thing over and over.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's exciting.
That's
The
cool.
other really cool part of the story is that because the Wyndham closed down, he got a call I like Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday. And they said they're cleaning out the freezer and asked him if he wanted to come and get anything. And so he was like, sure. And then as
What?
we were thinking about it, it was all freezer stuff and we don't have a big freezer. It's like,
Yeah.
a regular refrigerator freezer. So we're like, maybe we should consider getting like a chest freezer. Because first it was, we'll just pick up some of the bagels and garden burgers that are there and put it in our
Yeah.
freezer. But then he kept thinking, there's a lot of really good meat in there. Like there's a cut of ribeye that goes for like $100 a piece or something, and there's really nice tuna. And he kept thinking, and then he looked at his inventory from the last time he'd inventoried it, and he was like, "There's some really nice stuff, like coconut shrimp and pork butt, and this really nice smoked bacon he'd made, and bagels and scones and like danishes, like
Oh, wow.
tons
Wow.
of food, hundreds of pounds." And so we decided that we need a freezer for a food truck anyway. So maybe we should just go buy like not just a chest freezer, but like a big commercial freezer. So then
Yeah.
we found a freezer up north and we had to pick it up on Thursday morning. Or no, Wednesday, we called Tuesday. Yeah. Okay. So we got the freezer Wednesday morning and he had to go and get the food out of the freezer. And I had to bring the freezer back in his pickup truck. Oh my God. We had to go north of Austin. So it's like 45 minutes from here. And the thing is really tall. It's probably
So
8 feet tall and it's narrow. And it just, and you can't lay them down apparently because all the coolant goes in the coils and then it doesn't all
got
settle back properly and then they don't work, I guess.
okay.
So we had to stand this thing upright and it's got wheels on it too in the back of his truck and just strap it down with bungee cords or not bungee cords, those like the ratcheting straps.
Yeah.
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 And like duct tape. We had to duct tape them to the thing because the strap was like going to slide off the top. And so this big stupid thing is standing up in the back of his pickup truck. And I had to drive like 45 miles, 35 miles. And I had to go
Yeah.
so slow because when I would go around a turn, it would be like, oh. And then there would be a big gust of wind from the semis that are passing me because I'm going like 50 on the highway. And the thing would just go, oh. It was so crazy. Oh my God. But I made it home. Like I couldn't believe I made it home because it was so sketchy. Oh my
Oh.
gosh.
What's up? Oh, put the mouse in the bottom right corner. Go all the way to the right. Yeah, there you go. You see it? And then okay. Oh, you need this. Hold on. You need the whatchamacallit. Hold on, Catherine.
Sure, sure. No, it's
Uh,
fine.
hold on. You need this, Jada. Oh.
While Jenny goes. Some stuff.
Sorry.
Today, I'm reading The Tipping Point by with the new afterword by the author. It's an awesome book. In all seriousness, she said to no one in particular. The tipping point is that magic moment when an idea, trend, or social behavior crosses a threshold, tips, and spreads like wildfire.
Oh, it's
Weirdly, like coronavirus. And interestingly, there is a lot about epidemics in here. Like a lot about epidemics, but in the context of fashion trends so far, crime rates, and let's see, what was the other one? Oh, emotional contagions, because emotions are contagious, just like laughter is contagious. When you hang out with somebody who's laughing, sometimes you just start laughing too. I do, because I'm a sponge.
Are you talking to me or?
I am just talking because I didn't want it to be dead air. So I was talking to myself about my book, sort of reading aloud. Huh?
That was all I heard was dead sponge. Sorry about that. That makes sense. I didn't think about that.
Oh no, it's fine. No, I don't worry about it, really. That's what was happening when you left? I have no idea anymore.
Wait a second. We were talking about
Was I telling you about the freezer still?
yes, the freezer. Yes. You made a home.
I got it home and then we were like, how are we going to get it out of the bed of the truck? Because like my back is all messed up. It's not good. And I kind of dropped our canoe when I was trying to load it on our truck. So I felt like the fridge isn't a good idea. So then my brother-in-law, Sarah, her husband, he came and he helped get the fridge off of the thing, and then it was just like that much too tall to fit into our garage. So
Oh,
we were
gee.
like, crap. So then they had to lean the thing. And then my brother-in-law says, yeah, my left wrist is kind of messed up, but it's okay. I'm fine. I was like, oh, geez. I think he's okay. I hope we didn't hurt him. So we did get it in the garage, and it just barely, like barely clears the garage door. It's so close, but it's in there and it works. And then Eric came home and it's so much food. Like I
Yeah.
stuffed our freezer full, like I was emptying Eggos out of boxes, just anything to get some extra space. So
Yeah.
like pulled out the popsicles, the ones in the bags, and
Yeah.
then it's this whole like Tetris game of getting all of this food in the freezer. And as I'm getting it in the freezer, he's on his way back to the Wyndham to get more food because he's like, there's so much more there. And I don't want to just leave it. So he brought back cases of bagels and English muffins, but we did give a bunch of it to my brother in law because he's got a smoker and he loves grilling and smoking and barbecuing. So we gave him like probably 100 pounds of meat. It was a lot.
Whoa.
It
That
was
is
a
a
lot.
lot.
Like, it filled up the back of his Tahoe. It's it was a ton of so it was really cool. So it gives us some food to, like, start food truck activity with
Awesome.
and, like, bagels for years to come. We have, like, 30 pounds of cheese probably in there. We eat a
That's
lot of cheese, so it's really great. So
that is
that's
good. Yep.
yeah.
But y'all are gonna make it through the winter, no problem.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, we
Yeah.
are.
Jerry laughs at me every time I'm like, we're at the grocery store. We
Really?
go to the grocery store. I'm like, hey, grab some toilet paper. He's like, how much are we gonna do this? I was like, dude, if there's anything I don't want to run out of, it's gonna be toilet paper. So
Mhm. Were you guys affected by the toilet paper shortage?
no, because
Oh,
we
that's good.
I think when they were initially kind of in January talking in February talking about the virus and stuff and how serious it was becoming,
Mhm.
we had made a run to BJ's, which is kind of like your Costco or Sam's,
Oh, okay.
and we stocked up on some supplies.
That was back in January?
Well, it was in February. I want to say that we made a big run to the
Wow.
because it was mid March when Governor
Yeah.
Northam like closed everything, and thankfully we had already like kind of stocked up before everybody was running to the stores trying to grab emergency supplies.
Why was it toilet paper? Because did you have that thing where the whole toilet paper aisle was just empty?
Apparently that was the case, but we were already set.
Oh,
We
so
had
you weren't even at the store for anything.
yeah, so
Okay.
yeah, because our friends who did go, like I think some of us were like trying to get her toilet paper because she had run out and or she was running out or something like that. She was very low on supplies and it's like everybody was trying to talk to each other who has toilet paper and how can I get some? If I go to a grocery store and I see some, I'll get you a pack kind of thing. So
That's cool. I think that's a really cool thing about all of this is that there has been at least some of that. I don't
yeah,
think it's talked about a lot, but that happened here, like in our community too. Like
yeah.
people would leave stuff on each other's doorsteps if someone had like diapers or toilet paper or whatever and someone needed it. And I think that's a really cool thing. And that's what
Yeah.
we want to make with our thing. Yeah.
That's
Okay.
awesome. Yeah, because I mean, I there's so many times when you don't talk to your neighbors or
Right?
so.
Yeah. We try to like say hey to our neighbors and be neighborly because I think
Yes.
about that. I haven't always been like we lived in apartments for years and like didn't know our neighbors at all. Like I don't think we ever knew any of our neighbors.
Yeah.
And it just when we moved into the house, I felt like this feels like it's really ours. And, I don't want to not know anything about our community around us. And it's
Yeah.
really interesting. They all are like mostly Spanish speaking. And so it feels really, I wish I spoke Spanish.
Yeah. Well, you
I'm
can
like,
learn.
man, I could, yeah.
I bet you anything you would pick it up really quick because you have a little bit of a background in French. So in the
Yeah,
romantic whatever
yeah.
language,
I think that
you can
they're somewhat similar, or
there's
they
some
have things in common.
yeah, they have some things in common. But I mean the fact that you've been living in Texas all most of your life and hearing a lot of Spanish over the years, I think you would pick up on it quicker than you think.
I should definitely do that because I loved learning French. It just there's not a lot of opportunity to use it. But like Spanish, like my neighbors all around me, like people everywhere. Like
Yeah.
we have this little corner market called the Poco Loco. We love the Poco Loco
Yeah, yeah,
because
yeah.
they just have kind of everything we need in a pinch. Like when we finally ran out of toilet paper, I found some toilet paper at the Poco Loco. I was like, that's where you get the toilet paper. And like if we need eggs, they actually have like organic eggs and they have produce. So we're like, yeah, we love our Poco Loco. But all of the clerks and everyone there pretty much speaks Spanish. Like
Huh?
we're very much the minority in that way. And I'm like, dude, I would like to know Spanish because they don't talk to me in English ever when I go to check out there. They say hola, and that's really all I know, like hola, gracias, and adios. But they say other things to me, like when they give me the total. I don't know. It would be cool. I could probably find an app for that, like learning
An
Spanish.
app, I mean, like if you have just local television and, get up early and watch one of the, kids shows in Spanish.
Ah,
Oh, really? I
have
mean,
you done that with your kids? Have
yeah,
either of them done
I
any
would
of that?
say like when it was Jack, when he was a baby, and I remember just learning some of those basic like taza and just home. Oh, what's wrong? Some of the home good kind of words and anyways.
Cool. I
Sorry.
I've had,
After just looking at watching any of the kind of kids shows that were on
yeah.
and in Spanish and they teach you different you know so I think that was good. What is it, Jada? Is it not working?
Oh
Okay, you may want to go upstairs then and use that one. Okay, sorry.
no, it's fine.
So many
She's so
distractions
precious.
today.
It's
Sorry.
fine. It's your life happening.
It
It's
is life.
awesome. It was
Life.
like it was like you were saying about like being at your brother's house and all the stuff going on. It's like, oh,
Yeah,
there's Jerry and Milkshake, and your neighbors have stuff. It's just stuff. It's cool.
is life. Yeah, this is us
Yay.
on a day. But what are you doing now? Oh, you can just leave it on. It'll go to sleep eventually.
Oh, such an adorable kitty. She's so cute. Just see her walking by is so cute. Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness.
She's very precious. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Um, have you done your photography? Did you do that test thing?
Yeah, so I entered in my images. I'll find out in maybe a couple weeks whether or not I passed, and I can add some letters behind my name.
Really? What are the letters that you use?
CPP.
What?
CPP,
Oh, CP.
or
What does that stand?
it's the
Certified.
professional photographer.
Very cool.
That's just one of the credentials I earned from the PPA organization. So, which is
But
kind of cool.
is that the Professional Photography
Of
Association?
America.
Oh, of
Yeah,
America.
yeah.
Very
So,
cool.
yeah.
How do you feel about it? Or like,
Hopefully it come out. Oh, here's my
you brought your mommy's kitty ears.
dee, dee, dee. La, la, la.
Those are awesome kitty ears. You guys are adorable. You're gonna make the cutest Halloween kitties. Oh my goodness. The tail is so awesome.
I know. I
I-
actually already had to sew up a piece of the tail because it tore a hole. So
Oh no.
I already had to sew up the hole. So it's like, but I don't know.
You know how to sew and stuff? Oh,
Well, I
okay.
mean, like, I just,
Like you put the thing, yeah, okay. I thought
yeah,
maybe you really knew how to stitch and do
oh,
things
no.
properly. I wish that's something I kind of wish I'd asked my mom to teach me.
Huh?
You look so worried.
What's that? You want Blue Snake? Okay, so Blue Snake is a toy I had made her. I had some scrap fabric. It was a nice pale baby blue, or like
Oh.
a mermaid kind of aqua blue. And I had gotten some rice and the fabric, and I just made like a little snake. And I got a Sharpie just to do the eyes.
Oh.
And nothing fancy, just a little dot dot, and called it Blue Snake. And what happened to him? She thinks she might have donated him on accident.
Oh.
Yes.
That can
After,
be.
yeah. So she wants me to make another Blue Snake.
Oh. Blue Snake the sequel. And that other blue snake probably made someone else so happy. That's what I tell Zoe because she's had like a horse, I think it was, that
Mhm.
she left behind in Costco once. She was so sad. I think she had just gotten it too. So we just said, it's going to make someone, we tried to find it. So it's going to make someone else so happy and so delighted and probably make their day. And then you'll probably find something really special along the way somewhere, too, just for you. And we did. We found a little blue llama in a parking lot somewhere. And it was like in a puddle and it was a little dirty. Like she picked it up and brought it home and we cleaned it up. And we have a little blue llama. I still have it sitting up in my closet.
Aww.
It's very special. You
It's
look
fun. It's like the things you don't really like. I don't know. It's some of those. I don't know, the toys you get kind of attached to. Like Jack has, one of those ugly monsters. Before they became a big thing and they had a movie. Before that even happened, like I had gotten him a blue ugly monster.
Blue monster.
blue monster.
Got a blue monster.
Mm-hmm.
Blue monster.
And I mean, he's had that thing for forever.
That's his special friend. It's
Well, I would say like for Jack, it's a blanket. It's his car's blanket.
oh.
And what's interesting is that at his dad's house, he has the same blanket. So I guess like we had both gotten him the same thing.
Oh.
And so for Jack, that means I think it means a lot because it's like normal. Like, yeah. So that's
yeah.
one thing that doesn't go back and forth. It's just
It's
yeah,
his like common thread. Yeah.
yeah, the common thread, literally.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
for him, that's his. For
Oh.
Jada, she has a lot of toys, but like she's all about stuffed animals,
Yeah.
like tiny little figurines.
Oh, does
She
she
makes
have a big collection?
Well, she makes worlds. Um,
Oh.
I don't know. Okay, hold on. There's some over here.
She makes worlds?
Yeah, I'm gonna. Calm down.
Oh, you mean like tiny?
These are okay. So this is like a toy, and it's a kangaroo.
Oh.
But here's a world that she built,
Oh my gosh.
and it kind
That's
of reminds me of like a
awesome.
movie set. And
Yeah.
she had gotten an old box and just created this little world.
That's
And
awesome.
this little, yeah.
Oh, and the kangaroo goes in there.
Yeah, and then she made another world here.
That is that a waterfall?
Mhm.
That is really cool. With some birdies on it, a cardinal?
The cardinal and
Oh,
a blue jay.
Oh, are there more animals down at the bottom too?
Yeah, what is this?
That's a deer, and that's a little unicorn.
Oh, there's a unicorn.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I
And
see it.
that's a little fairy right there.
I love fairies.
And that's a little cave there.
Oh my goodness,
And
that
there's
is super
a
cool.
house behind it, and there's a little fairy house.
Oh, I see the fairy house.
Yeah. Oh,
That
there.
is really cool.
So she makes these 3D worlds, or
That's
you know,
awesome.
for she started doing this, I want to say when she was 6, 'cause she made this
Wow.
one last year, and which
When
I
I was 5.
or
That's
6.
I think I was 5.
You think you were 5? Maybe a big 5.
Yes.
that's
Yeah.
so neat.
I think, actually, now I think it's 6.
Yeah,
When
because
did I get Big Turtle?
Big
think
turtle.
Big Turtle, you were a baby still.
I
think.
would like to have a big turtle like that. It looks like such a soft, cozy pillow.
Big Turtle is special.
He looks so special. And his name is Big Turtle. Do you sleep with your big?
Family of turtles.
You have a whole family of turtles?
Yeah.
My big sister loves turtles. She calls them turtlers, and they're her favorite.
Aww.
Yeah.
Well, Big Turtle is the dad of the turtle family.
The dad. How many people or how many turtles are in the turtle family?
Well, there's 3 babies
Mhm.
and then 2 moms.
And one dad.
Just 1 mom.
So there are 5 turtles? Is that right?
The 2 kids and then the mom. 5 turtles.
5 turtles? Are they all that big?
No,
Oh, okay. Are they even bigger?
it's called Turdy.
The mom is called Turdy? And then what are the babies called?
Turtle that's called. There's a baby turtle called Purple Turtle, and she's purple.
Oh, that's perfect.
And I had her for a long time as well.
You did?
Mhm.
You have a lot of special stuffed animal friends, don't you? I love stuffed animal friends too. I still have a lot of them in my closet right now.
I still sleep with a teddy bear.
You do? I still sleep with my penguin, Eli.
Oh my god, I remember that.
You
Oh,
do?
I do.
She has a black bear and a brown bear.
You do?
Yeah, I've had black bear since before Jack, and I got him when I was doing an internship out at keep wanting to say Mo Ranch, but it's not Mo Ranch. Hello, what is it? Anyways, it's out in Black Mountain, North Carolina, and
Is it Montreat?
yes, Montreat.
Okay.
God, I kept thinking Mo Ranch, Mo Ranch. I'm like, no. So
Same
Montreat,
feel, same letter. Yeah. Okay.
yeah. And I picked him out there, and
Aw.
I feel like the bear is my spirit animal because
Really?
yeah, it's really interesting because the reason why I got him was I don't know, a lot of interesting stuff happened out there, and I remember doing a Bible study, and like a black bear came out of underneath the porch where
Really?
we were all sitting, and I was like, oh, so I saw a couple black
Whoa.
bears, but the reason why I say the black bear or the bear is my spirit animal is because I've had dreams and like recurring dreams of bears, and and it used to be a little hostile, or like I just remember always having I try to pay attention to how I feel in dreams, and so I always remember feeling anxious, scared, or fearful, but mostly anxious. And then it wasn't until like I actually confronted the bear and touched it, and then it
Oh,
changed, and then it was like ever since then, like if I do have a bear dream, I don't have a bear dream as much ever since I confronted it.
wow.
Yeah, so I'm like, but the bear, it
That's
seems
cool.
like it that makes sense. I'm a sick
I had turtle dreams.
shit.
You have turtle dreams? Those
And
sound fun.
And cat dreams.
Aw,
But yeah,
that is
so
so interesting.
yeah, dreams
Was
are
it was it scary and crazy when you saw the bear come out?
yeah, like I remember one dream, it was
Or I meant like when it came out from under the porch. Did that really
oh,
happen?
like that really happened. And
Oh,
I was, well, like, because we could hear something, and then we heard something come out underneath the porch or the deck. And so we
It's
all
got
went
a
to the
deck.
railing, and sure enough, a black bear came out. And we're like, but it was like an adolescent one. It wasn't a baby
wow.
cub. It was more like an adolescent. And it's like, well, mama bear's probably close. So let's go
Yeah.
inside. So just,
Ooh. But
but
it
I'm
just
sure
went on its way and
pretty much.
I've
Yeah.
been
that's
having turtle dreams, and turtles have been swimming around me, and big turtle has a boo.
and the and what happens after they swim around you?
I turn into a turtle.
Oh, that would be fun. So you can swim around too, like a turtle? That would be
Then
fun.
the turtle comes, and then I hug him.
Aw, that sounds like such a nice dream. Swimming dreams are fun. Flying dreams are fun too.
Next to me when I go to sleep, and I hope I have turtle dreams.
Oh, that's a good way to have turtle dreams. To be thinking about turtles when you go to sleep. He's so big.
So I've had those flying dreams. Sorry.
It's okay.
Thank you. Um, so flying dreams, I've had those. Well, mine aren't flying. They're like where I bounce, and
I've
then
had
I
that
get
too.
higher and higher until and it's fun up until the point you get so high you're like, whoa, I'm gonna like die because I'm like dropping down to the earth.
Yeah.
It's
I've had those too. I love those dreams or dreams where like I'm running and there's like an extra spring to my step and it's like I can't get tired. And that's when I realize I'm dreaming. Do you realize you're dreaming in your dreams?
um
No,
no, not always. When it's a scary dream,
I know.
when it's a scary dream, I try to wake myself up. I
By
think,
pinching yourself.
yeah. Like honestly, like and one of the nuns back in college told me to do this. Is that when because I used to have really bad nightmares. She said just yell out the name Jesus, and I
Really?
was like okay, because I used to have really bad dreams and
I had one bad dream at the
Side
old
note.
house.
yeah. Oh no.
Remember that dream?
Are you gonna tell us about it?
I don't want you guys to get scared, but I was going to
Here,
your
come here
guys'
close, because I can't hear you. You're so soft.
I was going to your guys' room, but then
Something scary happened. This is in the dream.
It wasn't real because I know monsters and stuff aren't real because Daddy told me.
Yeah.
But mannequins have been real, and they locked me up.
Oh
by the
dear,
wall,
they locked you up. Oh
on
my.
the wall, and they used duct tape.
They duct tape you to the wall.
Oh,
The monsters did.
Mhm.
Well, that is scary.
yeah.
So that's why I try not to have nightmares.
Yeah. I don't know what causes nightmares.
Maybe when you see something scary.
Yeah,
Probably.
probably.
That's a good thought. And it's stuff in your subconscious mind That's what I think when I have distressing dreams. Like I'll dream about tornadoes a lot, and
Really?
yeah, and they're always really scary. It's always like barreling down on me, and I don't have time to get away.
I think of turtles. And one time we went to like a museum, and there's a turtle that was missing a fin.
There was?
Oh, this
Mhm.
was in Baltimore. Yeah.
Was it a turtle that they rescued and they were taken care of? That's so special. I love it when people do that for animals.
Where did I get Big Turtle?
I think Daddy got it for you.
Oh,
And he
where
brought
did
it
he get it?
he brought it home for you as a surprise.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's why he's so special.
that is a very special turtle. A special surprise turtle from a trip? Did it come from somewhere like Hawaii?
No, I
No.
think DC.
I can't
Oh,
remember
it
where
was
he got it.
DC.
Yeah, is it? Maybe.
Okay.
It's from DC.
Okay.
That's
You're
so
probably right.
special.
When he was on his work trip.
I think so.
Mm-mm-mm.
You're gonna love this video in a few years when you watch it.
Mm-mm-mm.
It's super cute.
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
Oh my gosh. I love that that we're getting to like dialogue and hear
Yeah,
stories
that's
and
all I
stuff.
just never happens. So
It's great. And I love seeing the little worlds that you made. Those are so neat. Do you guys make fairy houses and do stuff like that? Have you like in plants? Do you know what I'm talking about?
we talked about it.
What does it say? Oh, is that a kitty?
It's Keepy Uppy.
Oh, keepy uppy? That's
Yeah,
so
and
cute.
we got that game from Bluey. Bluey.
It's a game?
It's a game, so there's a TV show called Bluey.
And
Oh.
they use a balloon and they like deep with their hands.
Oh,
And they made little plates so then we could eat this.
you could. You could
Mm.
do a lot of different things with your plates. And the
Mm.
keepy up game that's really fun.
But when we get tired, we use these plates to eat.
You do? It's a good thing to do with plates. It's awesome. No, it's fine. The fairies.
Yeah, so we talked about doing a fairy house.
But
Yeah.
we need to find the right tree.
Yeah, every time we take a walk, we're like, that's a good place for a fairy house.
But we need supplies.
Yes.
You do. There are special fairy
We
supplies.
could use popsicle sticks.
Popsicle sticks, or maybe some of the grass.
Or
and
maybe
moss.
we could use a birdhouse.
That would be excellent. That would be a very good fairy house. That would be excellent.
Yeah.
There's a neighborhood in Austin where we took Zoe trick or treating one time, and there's like green belt.
It's almost to Halloween.
It is almost Halloween. We're very excited. But this was like probably 3 or 4 years ago. But there's like some green belt, like woods and stuff that's left undeveloped. And there's a guy that lives in the back of the neighborhood, and he's got all these little tiny fairy doors in his fence and these little signs that say like fairy entrance only. And as you walk through the trail in the green belt, he's put all these little fairy houses and things in the trees and like in the woods. It's so cool.
It's really magical. Yeah, because
It is.
I don't know, we used to follow, it's like Tiny Door or something like that project, something like that. But you would basically find a tree and build a door, and it's like a magical, kind of, and you can put it anywhere. And anywho, so we always look for trees that would be a good spot to build, like
What is it you were following?
tiny door project or something like that. I want to say it was Tiny Doors.
What is so you find a tree and you put a door in it?
Yeah, like, so you know how
I'm
there's a
interested.
hollow part of a tree sometimes towards the base,
Yeah.
and I don't know. Hold on, you know what?
Sure.
You're hitting on
Project.
yours. I'm gonna.
I'm writing it down. The Tiny Door
Oh,
Project.
yeah, I want to say it's
An
called that.
all-purpose.
Ugh, deny. It's always looking for my location. I'm like, you guys don't
Oh,
even know my location every
right?
waking moment.
Like weird apps will ask for my location information, like solitaire and stuff. Maybe not that one, but I'm like, why? Or my weather? No, I guess it makes sense. The weather wants to know where I am. But I don't know why it needs to know all the time. You can know when I'm using the app. But
Exactly. Okay, so something like, well, okay, hold on. That's not a good example. I'm trying to find. Okay, so this person is. I don't know if you can see it. Hold
oh,
on.
I can kind of see it. It's very bright, but
I know.
oh,
Oh,
when you
maybe.
tilt it. Oh, now I can.
Okay, so yeah,
Oh, okay.
so in this tree they put a door, and these are the doors. Oh, now you.
That's a very, it seems like a super intricate little door.
Yeah, but they find like a little hollow spot, and you know,
Oh.
just here.
Oh, okay. So you could make the door however you want.
Yeah, and then have little.
So the idea is that you
Actually,
find that hollow spot and you put the door there?
yeah,
Okay.
it's called the Tiny Door Project, which I thought was really cute
That's
and
super
kind of
cute.
magical. It's just like, oh,
I
so
love that. I feel like we need more magic in our lives. Like
yeah,
we've explained so many things with science, which is amazing, but it doesn't seem as magical. I try to like look out at the stars and be like, this is so magical that like we're even here. We're like rocketing through space like thousands of miles an hour.
yeah,
Like we're just as drifting and lost as like the stars that are millions of light years away. And our sun is like an exploding gas ball that could just like it's crazy that we
yeah,
would die without it. And if we moved a little further away, we'd be way too cold. Like it's just crazy.
yeah,
And I wish that we all had ways or reasons to think about that more every day.
yeah. I think that wonder that like small children have,
Yeah.
like as you age, you start to forget that, and it's just like it's still there, and it's I don't know. I call them tiny epic moments.
I like that.
Yeah, I heard it somewhere, maybe in an article or maybe on Instagram, and I liked it so much. I was like, "Ooh, I'm gonna use that tiny epic moments."
I like that a lot.
Yeah, where it's just like this, this right now, like it's I don't know, kind of like when I was yeah. A good example was like when I was at my brother's house.
Like those moments where you just sort of reflect for a minute and go, this is so amazing.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
because it was just like it made me think. It's just like okay, there's my brother, there's Margaret, and now there's like life in the home, and you
Yeah.
hear it, and their parents, and they have a second one now, and it's like I don't know, it's just amazing.
It is. That is really cool.
So
Because it's like you're the same people that grew up together and
yeah,
you're just there growing up together. Yeah, it's so cool.
yeah. But as
I,
far as I mean, like I remember as a kid just laying out in the lawn and just watching clouds go by, and that was like one of my favorite activities. With tree climbing was like the top of my list of things to do when I was a little kid.
you
And
climbed trees.
I did. I loved climbing
Ah,
trees. And
Maybe that's why Jack likes to climb a tree.
I know we don't have very good tree climbing, yeah, trees around
do you
here.
have a lot of the piney trees? Or is that more when you get down to Carolinas?
Like we have like in San Antonio you had those nice oaks and it I mean
Yeah.
it was just like those branches that you could hop on and then
They
climb up.
curve down like to the ground. Yeah.
Yeah, like we don't have that here so much.
Just the straight up kind of trunk thing.
Yeah, and we do have like oak trees, but it's not like yeah, not the same.
Yeah.
That's sad.
Yeah, we don't have it, well, because this neighborhood that we're in is relatively new. So it's the thing where it's been just, cleared out, houses built and stuff paved. And we have like a little tree sapling in our front yard. And then the backyard's just nothing. Not to complain, like it's great to have a yard, but I miss trees a lot.
Have you ever gone back to your old neighborhood that you lived in San Antonio? Because I remember you had the sapling trees. So now I'm sure if you go back to that neighborhood, they're just going to be these huge trees.
They are. Like when I went to Mark's funeral, it was so
Yeah.
weird. I dreamed about Dwayne. You remember Dwayne Hargis?
Yep.
He died also. I don't
Yeah.
know. Okay, but I dreamed about him last night, and we were on a bus going to like a band trip somewhere, and he asked how far we had to go, and it was like 2 hours away, and that was it. And then I remembered realizing, but you're not really here anyway. But yes, I went by my old neighborhood and the trees are huge. Like the whole neighborhood looks so different. And our house, they've painted the exterior brown and
Oh,
but it's still, it looks different, but it's like the same. It's so weird. It was surreal to like stand on the curb where I was like, this is where Mark and I stood and then got in the car and went like to prom. And, like,
yeah.
that's where I sat on the roof, like, late at night, and my parents thought I was sneaking out, just it's
Yeah.
so weird to not be able to go inside of it, you know?
Yeah. I'll have to Zillow it and see, or Google Map it and see what it looks like your neighborhood. Because I do
Yeah.
remember y'all had trees. And by the time y'all, like we were in college, and I remember going there, I don't know, at some point, right? During college years, maybe, I want to
Yeah.
say. Because and I remember the trees were a little bigger, but they were still like, they weren't mature. Like,
Yeah.
I bet now they're enormous. It's
They're
30 years ago.
yeah. Like, even the trees, my sister has been in her house in Austin for probably 15 years now, maybe. And her tree started off like a little sapling and it's got like a trunk this big now and it's like way overgrowing into their driveway and they have to get it trimmed. So
Uh,
it's really, and they have one in their backyard too, I think. So yeah, it's really cool to see how all the trees have come back. It's just so
yeah.
weird to see for some reason just to stand in front of the house, and I went by Marshall too. And like I got out and I walked around like the Bantall steps and it was
Yeah.
just surreal to be like back in that place again.
Did
It
you
was
go
like
back to your high school reunion?
no, I didn't. I think I was always doing like the 10-year reunion. I
Did you
was
go?
work huh?
Did you go to that?
No, that was the year my dad passed away and Zoe had just been born, like right after. So I didn't go to that. And then the 20 year, I guess I was already back here and I just didn't really think about it.
Yeah.
It
I
just
don't
it came so fast, it kind of feels like. It was just like, oh geez, this was my 20-year,
Yeah.
huh? Because I'm
Yeah.
not on Facebook or anything, so I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. I don't.
Anyway.
I didn't go to it, either of them, but I mean I knew about them, but I didn't. Yeah.
Did you want to at all?
Kinda. I kinda did, but I had to fly out, and I don't know. Oh, the
Do you
year.
keep in touch with other people, like, from high school at all?
Not really.
Yeah.
I used to when I was more active on Facebook and Instagram. I made friends with all my old high school mates that, it was cool to kind of see what they were up to.
Yeah.
But now, like after I cleaned out my social media accounts and started anew, I'm like, I'm gonna be nothing against them, because I hope and pray they're having good lives, but I'm being more intentional about who's in my circle.
Yeah.
And not that I don't want to know about other people, it's more of these were the people who were more impactful, or I felt like, I don't know. Yeah, I guess more impactful in my life. And they were part of my community, my community, and that's
Yeah.
what I really want to do. So,
Yeah. Did you feel like I feel like my bandwidth is just used up a lot of times, and I don't I'm not on social media, and I don't even want to add it because it feels like a lot just to keep up with, yeah, like our community here. And I don't want to sacrifice time with what we are doing here for that, because there's this very specific, just kind of empty feeling that I get when I get lost on social media or like a screen for a while. And
I used to have Instagram on my phone, and I actually took it off because I was just like, Jerry had popped into the grocery store to just pick up some, like, whatever, eggs, milk, whatever. And 15 minutes later, he comes back, and I look up from my phone, and I'm like, I look at the time, I'm like, oh my God, I've been on Instagram this whole time you've been gone. Like,
oh,
I'm just like, man. And so I deleted it again. It's so easy to get sucked into that stuff because you just constantly scroll,
it
scroll.
is.
And what I don't, what's hard for me is that there's so much pressure in business to market yourself on these social platforms. And now there's groups where you have to, in order to keep up with a group, you have to have Facebook because all they do is communicate through Facebook.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I wish there was the day. I miss the days when there was like a calling tree with
Me
all
too.
people.
Yeah.
And I know that sounds really old school and dated, but I don't know. There's something. I mean, like, even this is so much nicer than a quick like on a photo.
Yeah.
So
I think, yeah, definitely. I miss that real world connecting with people a
yeah,
lot. Like in a way, I'm introverted and I like being to myself. And when before the COVID stuff happened, I enjoyed like, okay, I need to be by myself for a while. Like too much stuff happening. But we've
yeah,
been inside for so long that I've realized I really miss people and I really like them. And I'm just saying like hi to anyone that walks by, like when I'm walking the dog, and just longing for that human connectivity. It's just, we are social creatures and we really need each other. And I don't know. I just feel like it's not good for us to be cut off like this. I mean, I get the whole COVID thing. And if
yeah,
you're concerned, but it's been going on for so long now that
yeah.
I don't know. I don't, but then I don't have a solution either.
Yeah.
It's just, I noticed that that's really missing. And it was already missing because of social media. And now it's even weirder.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
being
But this
uplifting
has
at all.
been nice, like, to just do these Zoom meetings. And I mean, even with the the photography association I'm with, um, the conventions that they're holding virtually, meetings that they're holding virtually, it's just like I don't have to drive across town anymore. Like, I can actually just hang out and
That's
drink coffee with them, and on a Monday morning coffee hour,
yeah.
and just talk. And so that's been nice. That's been really nice.
That
So
is really awesome. I do love that about technology and the internet, is that it's so much better than it could be. Like at least there is a way that people
it,
can still connect with each other. And I think it's so great if you don't have to drive to work, because like so many people, like Eric would commute 30 minutes each way, and it's gas, it costs us money, it's a cost on
and
the environment, and it's time away from home, and it's kind of exhausting. It's really nice like doing the school at home thing, and yeah, being able to do stuff virtually. And I really hope that's the thing that we continue. I hope, you
yeah,
know, as
I feel like it certainly works for some family units and individuals. Like, I know I've I shouldn't say enjoy, but I've appreciated the quality time that I wouldn't necessarily have with my family. Like with Jack.
Yeah.
During the spring when COVID happened, I got to see Jack, my son Jack, a lot more, rather than just on weekends, because everything was virtual. I was able to
Yeah.
have him here for a week, and then he would go back to his dad's, and that was really nice. And then,
Yeah.
when the fall came, we weren't sure if he was going to be starting up school again. And then when they said they were going to go virtual, that it was a family decision just to have him at his dad's during the week, just so he can get used to the schedule of being at school. And there's just kind of a normalcy rather than going back and forth.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so for at least in our family, that's been nice. But I was freaking out like when I wasn't able to go in and take care of my mom anymore as her
Oh, yeah.
caretaker. And it's just like, well, I got to do something. Like, and then having that hard, hard conversation. Do I need to go find a job and put myself out there, you know, as a frontline worker? And
Yeah.
and then it's just like, you know, I have Jerry and his medical conditions to consider. And so I was like, well, I've been doing photography. I'm just gonna go for it. And so so that's where I'm at. I'm like, oh, this sounds like such a bummer. It's yeah.
It's it it's just life is so crazy. I feel like you and I, like, we're trying to make the best of it because what else are you gonna do? I mean, I did complain about it a lot, and I still definitely do some, but I mean, it's difficult, and I got sick of complaining after a while, and it was just like, this is how it is. Like, it's not changing. I thought it'd be over in like a month, or when it got to be month 2, and then people were saying when my birthday was rolling around, I was like, it'll totally be over by my birthday. And then it's just, it's wild. Anyway, but the point was, I think, just that, like, it's obviously going to be different. And so we have to, like with the food truck, we have to figure something out to not lose our minds in all of this.
Yeah, something's got to give at some point where
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, it's hard.
it is. Oh, I try not to, like, I can't even think about politics. As soon as I think politics, it's like this whole other area of my brain opens up, and it's like I open the door and it's just, it's a nightmare in there. Just close it again. I don't, because I feel so helpless. I'm like, there's, and it's just, it seems like everything I hear, like, I like football and we'll watch the football games that come up and then there are commercials. And like every commercial break is political ad and it's like mudslinging. It's just Wendy Davis did this. She hates people and she's going to be, it's just so dirty and yucky. And it's just, this is what we've come to. Really? This is what our forefathers mercilessly slaughtered Native Americans for us to act like this?
Yeah,
Not that that's a good thing.
I was like, ee.
I was gonna say that they came over here and like proudly established this country for it, but then I remembered the Native American part and I didn't want to sound like, yay, we're awesome Americans and we've done nothing wrong.
Oh,
But
yeah, that's a whole nother thing.
it is a whole other thing. But just looking at the whole, we're
Yeah,
a nation founded on immigrants. Like my grandparent, or great grandparents, my families, they back there immigrated down here. Like we're only here because of immigrants and it's what makes us great. And it's just so frustrating that people have lost sight of that. And then that the people have lost sight of it are the ones in charge. Like really?
come on, guys. Yeah, well,
Like
yeah.
get it together. They can't even talk to each other. Like on I'm like, really? You guys just can't have decent dialogue to express your opinion without just being so childish. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
Done ranting.
You're voicing the frustrations of a lot of people.
Right?
So,
And
uh,
I feel like a lot of the people are like, seriously, this is what's going on. Well, I'm trying to figure out how we're going to survive and how we're going to pay the bills now that my job has disappeared and unemployment's run out. Like, it doesn't, I know life's not fair, but it doesn't seem fair because it's, through no fault of their own or like our own that our work is gone. And it's frustrating.
yeah,
Anyway,
yeah.
yeah.
I can't imagine if we didn't have Jerry's retirement check from the Navy.
Oh,
Like,
that's good.
it would definitely, I would not be taking the jobs I'm taking now. It would, I probably wouldn't be doing photography. I would be like out there just, yeah,
But that's awesome that you do have that because,
yeah, it's fortunate. It's definitely
yeah,
fortunate because,
and he
yeah,
worked hard and, did his job. Like he earned that money. And
yeah,
I think that's great. Like the more people that are taken care of and like better, like that are better off, you're going to love your children and they're going to be good people. And then that ripples out into the world and you're putting your stuff out
mhm,
there and just it's great every time someone's doing well. It used to feel like, why not me? Like, oh, I wish I had that, but it's not, I don't know. I just don't look at it like that anymore because when the people around me are happy and good, then that makes me better.
yeah,
And I don't know. I just hope it can happen for everybody,
me too.
you
Me
know?
too. Because there are times when I feel a bit guilty that,
Oh,
you know,
I
it's
know
just like
what you
some
mean.
people are definitely struggling like in ways that I can't even imagine. And it's just like here I am upset that our internet's slow when it's like
I
I can't
know.
load a page or whatever. And it's just like God,
I
I sound like
know.
a spoiled brat.
I know
So,
what you mean.
and I feel guilty. And it's just like I think that's the empathy that I feel like, you know, I think if everybody was a little more considerate and careful with their words and what they said to others, or
Totally.
and I know I've been guilty of not always being that kind.
I
But
mean, me too.
so I mean we're humans. We have
Exactly.
faults. But I mean, as long as we're trying to be better and do our best
Yeah.
and to be compassionate when people aren't at their best.
Yes.
Yeah,
But trying to like rise above it and not
right.
get
Y-
into it and just
Yeah.
I practice separating the person from the behavior a lot.
Mhm.
I have to tell myself, okay, I've done crappy things. They're having a moment. I don't know the whole story. That doesn't excuse it. It still sucks, but I'm not going to get into this because later it'll be different.
Yeah,
And
that's
just,
how I feel.
and I
I've been
tried,
huh?
hmm? Oh.
No, I'm gonna take these cat ears because I feel silly now.
Oh, I just said totally gotten used to.
Oh, did you?
I like, no,
I was like,
you
no, I don't know. I
you
mean,
can take them off if you want. They're fun.
I but no, I've been trying to. There's been so many stresses over the last year. I mean, this year isn't even over, but I feel like I've been really struggling with my identity, where my future is going to be, what I'm going to, how I'm going to be able to provide for myself. Like God forbid, like COVID happened at our house. Jerry has diabetes, and he had to
Yeah.
go to the
Whew.
hospital.
Knock
Who
on wood.
knows if
Yeah.
he came back? Yeah, I mean it's real for us in respect that he is our main provider, and I just it's scary in times I hear uh, when I hear stuff on the news, and then people on Facebook or family or friends. I mean, there's just so much. You get
Yeah.
overwhelmed, and it's like I finally had to put a pause button on all of it. And I was like, maybe this is harsh, but like I need my mental wellness because everybody's being dicks out there. Sorry. Like,
True.
it's like y'all are dicks. So I'm gonna be a dick too, and I'm gonna just like check out for a little bit and y'all talk amongst yourselves, and that's cool with me. I just need to check out because this is too much. And
Yeah.
it's no slight on anyone I care about. It's just it just gets to be too much.
Yeah. I know what you mean. Like, it was, I wasn't around my family for like a few years, even after I lived here, like with Eric, because it was so hard to be around them because they were just so negative all the time. It was like, "Oh, did you hear about so and so?" And it really got to me to where I had to say, "I can't do this. I can't be around you." It just made me like,
Yeah.
it wasn't just that that was affecting me, but I was really aware of, I need to turn my life around and do stuff differently, and this is becoming a thing that I have to deal with that I feel really bad about every time I leave, and
Yeah.
so we reconnected, like, at my sister's wedding is so I guess, like, 2 years ago,
Okay.
and it was really good. And
Good.
they've been way better to their credit. Like, I think they've really cleaned, I don't know if it's just around me, but I don't engage in the negative stuff, and I try to always say, "Well, hey, it's all good. Like, your car got towed, but we'll figure it out. Like, we don't need to hate." So, it's better now, but I had to do that too. I had to be a dick and just say, I couldn't even have a conversation about
Yeah.
what was going on to try to fix anything because it was just so screaming at each other,
Yeah.
and it was exhausting and detrimental, and it's like we're not doing anything productive here, so I need to not. And I feel so much better now, and our relationships are so much better now.
Yeah.
And it sucked while it was going on, but I'm glad I did that. Like, if what I get out of it is that we get to have healthy relationships from here on, then it's been worth it. And I'm glad I didn't wait until I was so angry. Like, oh, my dad's sister, she's so angry, and
Oh no.
she's I think she drinks a lot and has a lot of other, and I get it. Like, she had a rough time growing up. Like, I don't judge her or fault her at all, but I think she never really figured it out, she's just stayed angry, and I needed to not stay angry and be end up there,
Yeah. Yeah, because I mean, like, yeah, the negativity can definitely, over time, I feel like it's kind of like in Ghostbusters too, and that pink blob.
Yeah.
Like everybody gets it after a while, and then everybody you lose your mind and lose your yeah, you lose yourself to the madness, and I felt like I was going in that direction, and I just couldn't do it anymore.
That's awesome that you had the awareness to go, like, to step, because I don't think everybody does that. Maybe I hope more people do. Probably more now that COVID's happened and we've had time to reflect, but to step outside of yourself a little bit and go, I see what's happening with me. Because, it's really easy to be lost in it and not have awareness of, like, oh crap, this is going poorly,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. That's why I was like, I'm not gonna go on social media as much, and if I do, it's gonna be a fast scroll. And I've kind of made it a point to check my wellness, on your device. Sometimes it'll say, "This is how much time you spent on this app," or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's just like, okay, this is ridiculous. So I need to check myself because there's life outside of this device, and that's what's more important, and I need to nurture it in a way that whether it's connecting through a text or calling or something like that, I just feel is more important than just where we're at now in general. I'm so
Yeah.
sad right now. I don't know.
Really?
Yeah, I don't
I'm
know. We'll have to
sorry.
talk off the screen. I'll tell you a little bit later. I'm fine. By the way,
Okay.
everything's good. Everything's good. Just yeah, a lot to think about recently. So yeah, I'll tell you more.
Okay.
Family's good.
Okay.
Yeah, family's
Good.
good. Friends are good as far as I know, and yeah, it's just other stuff. So
Okay.
I'm
Do you,
good.
do you want me? I can stop the recording if you want to just talk.
Okay. Or is that okay?
Yeah, that's totally fine. Like, I'm mostly just, I'm stopping the recording. Au revoir.